So many good finds, great prices. I hit like the thrifting jackpot this week. Hey friends, welcome back. I'm so excited to share today's thrift haul with you. I got so many good things in one week, which is pretty rare for me because I have a very specific style and aesthetic that I go for. I've got the prices on everything, so I'm able to give you a grand total at the end. Also, for all of my spooky friends, fellow Halloween lovers, I know I've got a lot of you on here, be sure to stay tuned for the end of the video. I'm gonna be revealing a Halloween project that I'm very excited to be doing. It's going to be using a thrifted item. Now, this is the only thing that I didn't thrift this week. I got it several weeks ago and I was actually just gonna wait to reveal it when I did the video, but I decided let's get excited about it together. I can't wait anymore. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. So if you watched my most recent video, you know that I'm very focused on finding items to fit well within my Halloween decor. Thankfully, my everyday decor translates really well into my Halloween decor. I love vintage and antique items. There are very specific items that I'm kind of looking for this year that I talked about in that video. So you're gonna be seeing some of that, but these are all new. I just happened to go to a garage sale that had like just a ton of the stuff that I needed, which was amazing. And I walked out of that garage sale having spent like $10 on everything. And that's like a good portion of what I'm gonna be sharing today. So I got a lot of bottles. The first one is this sunflower oil bottle. It's got a cute little label on it, so I looked it up. If you don't already do this with your thrifted finds, it was a game changer for me. And I remember asking my mom, do you use Google Lens? That's so genius. I can't believe I hadn't been doing that. My mom was like, duh, I've been using it for years. She was always ahead of me on everything. Like she was just like very with the times always. But anyway, so this little bottle here, I looked it up online. I want to read you what it says because I think it's a really cool little thing. Okay, so it says it's an antique style remedy bottle from the 17th century, an exact reproduction of the stuff that was sold in the late 1800s. So they've made the label to look exactly the same, the bottle to look exactly the same. It's got the little cork in it. Obviously it's a reproduction, but how cool is that it's like historically accurate? So I think that's a fun little find, and I didn't realize that until after I brought it home and looked it up on Google Lens that it was actually made to look like the old stuff. I got it for 50 cents. Looking online, they're sold anywhere from $11 to $20. So I think 50 cents, pretty good deal and a really cool find. If you see little like crimpy white dog hairs on everything, I have 2 Pomeranians and the dog hair, you'll just have to forgive me. We've got another little bottle here, an amber glass bottle. It has the lid. The lid's all rusted. I have no idea what's oozing out of this. Hopefully it's not poison. I should probably keep this away from my kid. Obviously I'm not gonna put it in my mouth, but I kind of love this for Halloween. Like how good is that? Even though it's kind of gross, it's also like kind of perfect. So this one was 25 cents. Wait a second, what? I just found one exactly like this on eBay. I mean, it's cleaned and it has the lid on it, but they're selling it for $100. It's an old rubbing alcohol bottle. I don't know the age. It didn't say when I looked it up, but they were trying to sell it for $100. Theirs was clean and it had a lid on it, but otherwise it looked exactly the same. I will say it says Ball on the bottom of it, so I don't know. I mean, I think Ball's an old brand, right? I don't know much about jars and things, but yeah, so Merrill's rubbing alcohol compound rub with the best is what it says on there. Anyways, it's older. I got it for 50 cents. I don't know, it could be a $100 bottle or it could be worth 50 cents. I really don't know. Just another little bottle. I actually have one almost exactly like this. That was a Listerine bottle. This was 25 cents as well. It actually does have a little like nick in it, and then like it's really dirty on the inside, but again, for Halloween that's like perfect. Okay, you guys, I really haven't taken a like close look at these. I didn't realize how cool some of these are. This one is Humphrey's Homeopathic Veterinary Preparation for irritations of the upper respiratory tract is what it says. And it says like what the ingredients are in it, and it tells you everything. It has a picture of a horse on the back. This is cool. This looks like a legit old antique bottle. It has the instructions on the side here, which is cool. It has your dosing on the side over here. And then on the back, we've got a little horse. Okay, so let's look this one up and see what it says. So this one, I am seeing the bottle, but not with the label on it, and they're selling it for $30 to $40. So that's really cool. I think this is probably worth a little bit more than 25 cents because that's all I paid for it. Here's the story about the garage sale. I saw on Facebook Marketplace that somebody was having a garage sale. I usually look through those listings on like Tuesdays or Wednesdays because we go typically on Thursday, but sometimes on Wednesdays to garage sales. So I saw this one and I was swiping through the pictures and they had all these old bottles and oil lamps and things that I'm like currently looking for. And so I made it my like life's goal the next day to get over there and make sure I got as many of them as I could, as long as they were reasonably priced. So as soon as I got there, I said, this pile's mine if you have a box for it. And they took them and boxed them up. I didn't even spend any time like seriously looking closely at any of these things. I just knew that like they were what I was looking for. And so now that I'm looking at them, I actually think I have some really like cool things. I don't know how well old bottles really actually sell anymore. I do know my mom, she was a reseller and she would get all kinds of odd things, not necessarily antiques, but all kinds of older or vintage things that were just things that aren't made anymore. And a lot of people would buy them to use them for movie sets. So some of these things might actually be worth something, and I am kind of shocked to find out. Okay, we have another bottle. This one had like fall foliage in it, but it was not nice fall foliage, so I just threw that away. This one's quite a bit bigger and could definitely be used like as a centerpiece. And this one I got for 75 cents. So this one is apparently from like the 40s to 50s. It's a whiskey bottle. It had a screw top is what it looked like. It said. These are selling anywhere from $10 to $30. So I don't think this is like super rare find, but still a cool little bottle. So here's the next one, another amber bottle. Just, they're all different sizes, which is cool. This one's nice and dirty for me, perfect. This one was 50 cents. This one doesn't seem to have any markings or anything, so I'm not gonna try to look this one up, but yeah, just another dirty old bottle. So we've got another bottle. I swear, I think we only have one more bottle. So if you're not into the bottles, just hang tight for a sec. So this one's another little amber bottle, and on this side, we've got some writing. Judge and Dolph Drugstore, St. Louis. Let's look at this one and see. Oh, okay, this one's really old. Okay, so I'm seeing late 1800s, early 1900s for this one. And I'm not finding an exact match, so I'm not really sure on price. One of the ones that I'm seeing on here that was sold in it was made in 1906 is selling for 35 bucks. There's another one on here that is from 1890 and it was sold for $20. But another old little bottle that I got for, oh, it doesn't have the price on it. I think it was 25 cents. Oh, it might have been 50 cents because this other little one that's like similar in size was, I wonder why some of them, like, it's funny to me that this one's 25 cents and this one's 50 cents. Maybe the amber glass, they were pricing higher. I have no idea. I think they just threw price tags on it. Anyway, here's our last bottle for this haul, and it's just another little amber glass bottle. This is not old at all, but I thought it would sit really well in an apothecary setup because I love the like color of the florals in there. It's just one of those bottles with like dried flowers in it. It's got a little like cork top, but it's sealed. And I don't know if this is water or what they put this in to kind of preserve these little flowers. But I thought the colors would work really well with fall and just kind of with everything I have going on. This was at a different garage sale and it was $1. Moving on from the bottles, because I think you guys are probably sick of the bottles. I also mentioned that I was looking for more of these little oil lamps, and they had a couple at that garage sale with all the bottles and everything. This one is another amber glass one, which the one I actually already have. Oh, I guess it's not over there. The one that I actually already have is an amber one, so I have one similar, but it's not exactly the same. Oh, this one's cute. It actually has little apples and leaves on the bottom here, which is really cute. I just noticed that. It's got like kind of a nice little, I don't know, ruffled or scalloped kind of top here. A little handle on the side, which is cute. This one was 75 cents. Now, I have to tell you, I think this one is probably one of my favorite ones that I got, and I didn't even realize that I got this. I kind of think maybe they had it somewhere, and when they were gathering up all my glass, they threw this in. Maybe they like knew that they had it, or maybe I just didn't happen to notice it, but it's my favorite one. I love this. Look how pretty this one is. So, and apparently this one was also 75 cents. Really, really beautiful. I love this. So the next one, these are actually more Christmas. So that's kind of what I intended when I bought them. I almost didn't get them. I have so many candlestick holders and I do pick them up all the time, but these were a little bit different. And then I was like, oh, these are perfect for Christmas. So I got a set of these, and they are supposed to look like little trumpets, which I thought, how cute is that for Christmas decor? So I thought that was really fun to have something that's like really similar to what I normally use, but actually has like a little bit of a like Christmassy touch. So 2 of these actually came with candles in them, and they're like these big, huge brown candles. And at first I was like, I'm gonna throw those in the trash. And then I realized these will actually be perfect for Halloween. I probably won't use them in like a little skinny, this looks off to me. I don't like the proportions here, but I could maybe cut this off and then burn these for a little bit and get them to be like nice and drippy and use these for Halloween. So I think these are actually going to work out. I'm glad I got them. I got 2 of them, and it says the whole set, this whole set of candlestick holders with the 2 candles was 75 cents. So like the candle holders, I actually found this one first, and it's just a brass trumpet. If it's not a trumpet, you don't have to correct me. I don't know what it is, and it fits with Christmas decor. So I might put some like greenery on it. I don't know. I just think it's a cool little like vintage Christmas decoration. We couldn't find the sticker on it when I initially got it. I looked for it, the lady looked for it, we didn't know what it was, so she said, oh, I'll just take 50 cents for it. So we did 50 cents, and then later on I noticed that the sticker was right over the mouthpiece for some reason, and it was marked at $1, so I ended up getting it for 50 cents less. But this lace doily, or place setting, was $1, and it's a pretty good size. I wish that I had 6 of these so that I could use these as like little place settings, but I don't come across this lace stuff very often. So I'm keeping an eye out. I've got to start to my collection. I need more of those. And speaking of collections, because sometimes that's just what it is. You're just like building a collection of things with your thrifting. These Anchor Hocking glasses. I think it was around fall or Christmas time. It was right around then. I found a set of 4 of these Anchor Hocking glass goblets. I really love them, but I like to have sets of 6. So I went on Facebook Marketplace. I had some shipped from someone. That was another set of 4. It was the best price I could find. And I was like, well, if I have extras, that's okay. Well, they came in and they were the wrong size. So now I have 4 small ones and 4 big ones. And I found 1 more small one. So now I'm working on 2 sets. So now I have 5 small ones, 4 big ones. You get the point. They're not super rare. I just am picking them up as I run across them. Hopefully I'll find those 2 big ones soon because I like to use them for my tablescapes. This old book is really pretty. They had a couple of old books at this garage sale. I have not taken a look at it at all. This one's, oh, this is really old. Okay, so this is kind of crazy. Who knows how long these have been in here, but I've now seen a couple of pages that have these like pressed leaves, and even one that had like a pressed flower in it. So that's kind of fun. Okay, this is in a different language. 1890, it says January 31st, 1896, and it's like written in there. I don't know, you guys, if this is like legitimately, so this is, somebody wrote the name, and then look, January 1896. It says that, okay, so it's got a colored map of the United States, which it does have. I'll show you that in just a moment. And it says, this seems to be a school book, History of the United States in Czech language. So, very interesting. Okay, so the one that I'm seeing online that looks just like it is a first edition, which I don't know how to tell if it's a first edition. I need to do research on that, but the publication date was 1879. And we know that from the front of our book, the date is 1896 in here. So this seems to actually be a really, really old book. Let's see, there's a couple of maps that I'll show you. So that's a pretty cool find. I had no idea when I picked it up that it was actually like a really old, like antique book. I also didn't notice that it was in a different language, but like I said, I really was kind of just looking at the aesthetic of it, and I didn't even take a second to look at it. I don't know what I should do with this. I feel like I should get this thing like a special box or something for it to be in, and maybe it's not all that important to somebody else, but I just think that's an old ass book. This was also from that garage sale, and it is just like a little kind of floral what do they call these? It's not a wreath, but like a thing. I have a perfect spot for this that I'm gonna use this for in my fall decorating, so that's why I picked this up. I'll show you kind of this stuff up close. I think it's got the perfect kind of colors for fall. I don't love the bow, so I am gonna probably remove this. I don't know what I'll put in the middle. Maybe I'll do some kind of florals or something, I'm not sure yet. Yeah, it's pretty big. I think for $2. I think that's a fun find for $2. Not old, but it's still decor. So, and we thrifted it. Really quickly, I'm gonna show you these florals before I take it out. I got these on Amazon recently and I think they're so pretty for fall. It's the only like thing aside from the last thing that I shared that I've purchased for fall so far. And I think they're really pretty. So I'll link these for you if you need some pretty fall florals. They come in a lot of different colors. They have like a black set for Halloween that's really pretty, but I love this like deep red color. So I got this ironstone white pitcher at a garage sale. There was one at an antique store that I really wanted and it was like $30. So I didn't end up getting it, but I'm glad I didn't because I stumbled upon this one and I got this for $5. Really pretty. So this item is actually something that I've been looking for over a year now, and I have a specific tablescape in mind for these. I was not planning on using it for this year because I didn't think I would find anything. So I made other plans. So I still don't think I'm gonna use it for this year unless I can find enough of those other things to pull it off. But at some point I will be using them for a specific tablescape. But look how beautiful these are. They've got the gold in there and the black and the white. So I love these. I think they're gonna look really pretty in my china cabinet. I like to have sets of 6 for my tablescapes. I didn't have 6 of the plates, but the little teacup plates were 45 cents each. I also got 4 of the appetizer plates, at least we would have called them that back in my days of serving. I don't know in the world of fine china what they're called, but I got 4 of those as well that match. I thought maybe I could do a tablescape with 4, or I can mix them and use something else. They did have, I think, 3 of the big plates, like the dinner plates, but I passed up because there were only 3 of them and I need at least 4. So I'm like, I feel like I'm a little bit regretful of not buying them. I could go back, I'm sure they're still there, and get them if I wanted to. I looked them up online to see if I could order some, and the only thing I could find was literally like 1 of these, and they were selling for $5 a piece. So I don't know if I'll be able to like complete this set or if I'll have to just like mix it with other stuff. But they did have 6 of these teacups, which look how pretty these are. And once you find out what I use these for, you'll know, like, they're absolutely perfect for what I have in mind. But the little teacups were also 45 cents. So you can kind of see the marking here, Guild Fine China. No clue if these are actually like worth anything, but I just think they're really pretty. And I love picking up dishes at thrift stores for my tablescapes because you can find such a variety of cool things. So I have 6 of those and then a couple sets of the plates. So that kind of wraps up this week's thrift finds, but I told you I was gonna share with you one last thrift find that I have been keeping kind of a secret for the last few weeks. I actually did share a picture of it on my Instagram, but I didn't say what I was gonna be using it for, so you're hearing it here first. Let me go get it. You just hang on. Okay, let's hope there's no creatures living in it right now because it has been back here for a few weeks now. But look at this wooden dollhouse that I found on Facebook Marketplace. Got this for $30, and can you guys guess what I'm gonna be doing with it? I am going to be making it a spooky haunted house for Halloween. So we're gonna be painting it. I believe I will only be working on mostly the outside this year because I really do wanna take the time to actually like furnish and redo the rooms. But how cool is this? I love that it's all wooden. I was able to find them online brand new, so you can still purchase this version. I can link it if anybody's like interested, but I think they're around $70 new. And of course you have to assemble them. So I'm kind of lucky that this being my first one and me wanting to really just kind of turn it into a spooky haunted house kind of thing, I don't really have to assemble it. I'm going to disassemble some pieces and repaint the whole thing. What I love so much about it is I love like the shingles on it. I think they're so pretty. Just Honestly, even some of this detail reminds me of like Gothic architecture, and I love that about it because I think it works really well. Like I think this is gonna be the cutest little spooky house. I love the little porch. Oh, the whole thing is so cute. So here's the inside. We've got a few bedrooms, we've got a staircase. I have plans. We're gonna have fun with this one. So we'll talk more about this when we get there. I don't really wanna like go too in depth with what I'm thinking, but I wanted to share it with you. Hopefully you're as excited to see it as I am. I'm really excited to get to working on this. I think it's gonna be a really fun, creative project for me. And I would love to know if you were to create a haunted dollhouse, what are some elements that you would add to yours? If you want to leave that down in the comments below. Okay, so I know that I've been saying this in every video, but summertime, my filming space in the sunroom is so hot. It's like 100-something degrees outside and I'm melting. We have a little unit in here, but it just does not do a whole lot when it's this hot. So it's very hot in here. So I wanted to say quickly, thank you so much for hanging with me today. I think it was really fun to actually look closely at these things and kind of research them a little bit together and find out that some of these things were actually a lot older than I thought they were, possibly a lot more valuable. Not that I plan to get rid of any of them. I just love owning pieces of history. And I am so thankful that our little channel is growing and we're finding that community with like-minded people who enjoy antiques, thrifting, as well as old world home decor style. So I am just really thankful for all of you here, and I will be back very soon in a brand new video. In the meantime, if you missed my last video, we're talking all about what to thrift for Halloween, so you can see that right here, and I'll put another video here that I think you might be interested in if you liked this one, and we will see you very soon in a brand new video. Bye.